Hello everyone, thanks for watching this video. My name is Siqi. I'm currently a postdoc at the University of Michigan. In this presentation, I will discuss our work on measuring cross-partisan discussions in YouTube comments. This is a joint work with my advisor, Professor Paul Resnick. There are four prevailing narratives of political discussions on social media. They are the theory of selective exposure and the belief of political echo chambers. Some researchers also found that conservatives are less open to challenge ideas and conservative troll on liberal space. However, most evidence is based on small-scale user surveys or controlled experiments. So our question is that, do users actually experience echo chambers in real online environment? There are several parallel works tackling this problem on Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit, but little is known for YouTube, which has become an important platform for disseminating political content. Therefore, our contribution for this work is the first large-scale measurement study of cross-partisan discussions between liberal and conservative on YouTube. In particular, we investigate those three research questions. As a preview, our finding does not fit neatly with any of those four existing narratives. But first, let's look at the datasets and our method to predict user leanings. We curated a new YouTube political discussion dataset, which contains 274,000 political videos from about 1,000 US media and over 100 million comments on them. YouTube provides two options to sort the comments. We scrap the new list first tab for collecting all comments, and we scrap the top comments tab for collecting the top 20 root comments. As we can see from this screenshot, there are two types of comments: root comments that directly target the content of video and replies that target other users. Here, for both left-leaning and right-leaning YouTube channels, we present the top three most commented channels and group the remaining channels into one node. The edge weights are proportional to the number of users who commented on channels at both ends. So the gray edges in the middle represent the set of users who interacted with both partisans. Very surprisingly, in our datasets, among users with at least 10 comments, nearly 70% users posted at least once on both left-leaning and right-leaning channels. Next, we want to know the political leaning of users who have commented. I'm gonna skip lots of technical details for this part, so please check our paper. A quick summary is that we built a hierarchical attention models based on comments those users posted. In the end, we obtained a model that achieved very high accuracy, 93% on the holdout set. I have introduced the dataset and the model. Now I'm going to tackle the first question: how many comments cross political partisan line and where do they appear? The first observation we have is that cross-partisan commenting is asymmetric. The x-axis here shows the number of comments a user posted. The y-axis shows the percentage of cross-partisan comments. The dotted line shows that median value, and the two dashed lines shows the interquartile range. We can see that conservatives are much more likely to comment on cross-partisan channels. For the median values, about 22% comments from conservatives are on left-leaning videos. In contrast, over 5% comments from liberals are on right-leaning videos. As a result, right-leaning channels are more like echo chambers. The x-axis here shows the number of views on a video. The y-axis still shows the percentage of crosstalk. For the median values, about 30% on the left-leaning videos are from conservative. On the contrary, just about 10% on the right-leaning videos are from liberals. Therefore, for a newcomer, he will likely see much more conservative talks on right-leaning videos. Furthermore, we find that right-leaning independent media have stronger echo chamber effects. In this violin plot, the outline shows the probability density function of cross-partisan comments. On the rightmost figures, we can see that independent media, such as YouTube political commentators, they have the least crosstalk, especially on the right-leaning channels. For example, the most commented channel in that category, a channel called Teamcast, has only 3.3% of comments from liberals. Next, we want to know if the YouTube ranking algorithm hides cross-partisan comments. By default, YouTube interface displays 20 root comments. On those figures, from position 1 to position 20, we compute the fraction of cross-partisan comments at each position. We can see that for the higher position, the percentage of crosstalk decreases. However, the percentage at all 20 positions are lower than the overall percentage. This means more cross-partisan comments are hidden below the top 20 positions. And finally, we want to measure the quality of cross-partisan comments. We use the toxicity score obtained from Google's Perspective API as a metric of quality. The table shows the fraction of toxic comments that fits in the corresponding definitions. We can see that on left-leaning videos, the toxicity level from liberals and conservatives are almost the same, but on the right-leaning videos, liberals post more toxic comments. For the replies, it's no surprise that cross-partisan replies are more frequently toxic than core partisan replies, but we find a phenomenon called the defense of home territory, because the highest toxicity occurs when defending one's home territory. For example, when liberals respond to conservative and when the conversation is on left-leaning videos, 18% of the replies are toxic. However, when the conversation is on right-leaning videos, only 15% of replies are toxic. To sum up, for the 4 existing narratives, first, do people deliberately avoid information challenge their viewpoints? They may be choosing channels to watch that way, but the vast majority of people are seeking to mix up with people who don't necessarily share their viewpoints. Second, are conservatives less open to challenge political ideas? We actually found the opposite, that conservatives are much more likely than liberals to comment on cross-partisan channels. Third, presence of political echo chambers. This is only partially true because half of the independent conservative commentators have less than 10% of their comments from liberals. However, national and local media have plenty of cross-partisan comments. Finally, are conservatives just trolling when they comment on liberal channels? I'm sure some are, but we don't find that on average they are more toxic than liberals in their top-level comments. And it's actually that liberals' response to conservative on left-leaning medias are the most toxic on average. Additionally, we found the position bias in YouTube's comment ranking algorithm and a phenomenon called defense of home territory. Overall, we suggest another narrative may better capture what is really going on. Conservatives enjoy the sports of cross-partisan political discussion more than liberals do.